representation. The writer Maxim Gorky once says, "Books open up new horizons before my eyes." Indeed, that is true. Books are a treasure trove of knowledge, the crystallization of human wisdom accumulated over generations. Books teach us how to live, how to be a good person, and guide us toward great humanistic values. Simply, books can change our life for the better. At our school library, we not only provide on-site reading, but also have built an open library and a book page within the schoolyard, where each page we read becomes bloom like flower. The annual English storytelling competition, organized in celebrations of Vietnam Reading and Book Culture Day, is a wonderful occasion for us to meet, share, and showcase our storytelling talent. Through this, we spread meaningful messages we found in books. The story I am introducing today is titled "The Glorious Achievement of the 11 Girls at the Hương River." It is a historical comic book written by Hoàng Thị Tuyết Mai with illustration by Lưu Quốc Hiếu, published by Vietnam Education Publishing House. It tells the heroic story of 11 brave young women from the Hương River region, leaving an unforgettable mark on the heart of younger generation like us. It answers the question, what mystery does the ancient capital hold that made it the battleground between American advanced weaponry and the indomitable spirit of the Vietnamese people? During the most brutal years of the war against the United States, bombing and death spread across South Vietnam. The U.S. military increased its troop deployment, carrying out local war strategy, turning South Vietnam into a new style colony. In Thừa Thiên Huế, America and Saigon government constantly arrested and killed innocent people, especially in the countryside and suburban areas. Witnessing such suffering, young women from a small village near Huế, despite being in their teenage year, harbored a burning hatred for the enemy. They secretly sought way to connect with the revolutionary forces eager to contribute to the fight. Their wish was soon granted. They were recruited into the local guerrilla forces. Their mission was to track the enemy movement, distribute leaflets, and dig secret tunnels. Also persuade the soldier from the Saigon government army to defect. Being part of the revolutionary ranks, feel this girl with pride. They worked tirelessly, fearlessly, despite the constant danger posed by the enemy infantry and gunfire. The leader of this brave team was Backy Lee, a slender young woman, only 18 or 19 years old. She had joined the revolutionary at the liaison at just 13, but had to flee after being discovered. Later, she was appointed the leader of 11 girls of the Hương River, a name given to them with love and admiration. In early 1968, as our forces prepared for a massive attack, Lee's team sheltered in her family's home for nearly a month. They simultaneously acted as courier, guide, and scout. Among them was Lee's mother, a silent yet steadfast supporter. Every night, she watched over their sleep, brushing their hair gently, and wishing all of them could return safely after the battle, so she could bathe them in the fragrant water once more. On the eve of the new year, under a cold drizzle, the girls received orders to guide the Liberation Army in an attack on the southern part of Huế. On the night of January 30, 1968, they split into 3 groups, leading 3 military separate units into the city. As the sound of gunfire and uprising filled the air, Huế citizens quickly seized control of the city. 8:30 a.m., the flag of revolutionary forces proudly flew on top the imperial citadel. People cheered, overwhelmed with joy, as the liberation flag waved across the streets. However, the joy was short-lived. The enemy launched a massive counteroffensive. On February 12, 1968, at 5:30 a.m., 10 tanks accompanied by a battalion of U.S. troops included to the city, while warplanes were above, tearing through the sky. The 11 civilian power every street corner into a battlefield, disappearing and reappearing unpredictably, confusing the enemy with their guerrilla tactics. As the deepening class of multi-shell vehicle leave reminded routine, our mission is to guide the counterattack troop, stay focused and adapt the situation. During the first wave of the enemy retaliation, Hwang Sao and Dong Hwan were martyred while covering the troops' retreat. 12 days later, Hwang Song and Hui Yi also fell in battle. Over 20 days and nights, our revolutionary forces wiped out the entire battalions of U.S. troops, including numerous armored vehicles and work plants. They also seized weapons and rescued thousands of comrades and civilians imprisoned in the infamous Lobo prison. Though many of the group perished, the spirit endured. The last word of Hwang still echoed in her comrade's mind. If I die, tell my mother I went to the north so she won't grieve. The 11 girls of the Moon River forever remain 20 years old in the hearts of their comrades and the people of Hwang. Their sacrifices contributed to the revolutionary forces holding the southern part of Hwang for 25 consecutive days and nights. During 1968, the offensive, the Vietnamese nation will never forget these heroic women. In recognition of their remarkable courage, the President of the Republic Socialist of Vietnam posthumously awarded them the title, Heroes of the People Armed Forces. The resistance against the U.S. culminated in the historic victory of April 30, 1975, marking a milestone in Vietnam history, unifying the North and South. Though more than 50 years have passed, the Hmong people still honor and take pride in brave women, symbols of courage and resilience from the ancient capital. The glorious achievement of the 11 girls of the Moon River is not only a valuable historical document, but also a big inspiration for young people, generation like us to learn from and follow. Through today's contest, we realize more than ever the values of hope. I sincerely hope that everyone will cherish hope as they enrich our minds and souls in a perfect way. Attending this telling story in English with the topic, Improving Working Language Skill, International Integration for Children, our Jiangao district has come to an end. We wish you good health, wish you successfully content. Thank you for listening to us.